What's going on, everyone? Happy Monday night. I hope your week is off to a fantastic start. I'm back in the Stu studio here in Las Vegas and ready to give you another Robert Ford Sports Minute here really quick. Hey, shout out to the WNBA. Their viewership is on the rise on television, of course. Their attendance is on a rise across the league as well. Women's basketball as a whole is on a rise, both on college level, professionally here in America, and professionally around the globe as well. And it's a shout out to the ladies. The product has gotten a lot better. It's entertaining to watch as well. So kudos to them. I'm going to give you my top 5 teams in the WNBA right now. Number 1, the Minnesota Lynx, right? They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. They don't even have their best player right now, Nafisa Collier, who's a favorite for MVP this year, right? Kayla McBride has stepped up. Cameron Williams is playing, Courtney Williams, I'm sorry, is playing outstanding, right? And look, I call her the Gary Payton of the WNBA. She plays at a high level on the defensive end as well as on the offensive end. She will guard you from the time you get off the bus. And look, they're my favorite to win it all in the WNBA. I've been saying that for several weeks now. I'm sticking by that. Number 2, the Atlanta Dream playing at a high level right now. 8-2 in their last 10 games. They're number 1 in the Eastern Conference right now. They are a threat to make it to the WNBA Finals and possibly surpass the New York Liberty. Number 3, the Las Vegas Aces, outstanding right now. Asia Wilson is a double-double machine. They're 10-0 in their last 10 games, playing outstanding basketball. I mean, Asia Wilson is getting double-double after double-double after double-double, and she is a joy to watch as well. Number 4, the Phoenix Mercury. They're 6-4 in their last 10 games, playing solid ball at home and on the road. And number 5, the defending champs, New York Liberty, right? And look, the New York Liberty have been without their best player, Breanna Stewart. She should be back this week, I believe. So look out for them. I think they could possibly rise back up into that top spot in the Eastern Conference and possibly make it to the WNBA Finals again and try to defend their title. But I think the Lynx are going to win it. And the Fisa Collier for the Lynx should be back on this week as well. All right, game of the night tomorrow night in the WNBA. You have the Seattle Storm at the Indiana Fever. And look, the Indiana Fever have been going downhill ever since Caitlin Clark's injury. Still no timetable on her return. I'm picking the Seattle Storm to go to Indianapolis and beat the Indiana Fever on tomorrow. Let's talk about some NBA real quick. I'm going to give you my predictions for the Eastern and Western Conference, and I'm going to give you 3 teams in the NBA this year that I think is going to be on the rise this year. Let's start with my Eastern Conference favorites. It's the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. When we look at this Knicks team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, they had no bench. They were only playing 6 guys. But this year they added Jordan Clarkson, the guy that can come off the bench and give you 15, 16, 17 points. He can stroke it from three-point range, right? He can flat out shoot the rock. And then you get a guy like Yabusele, a physical big man who was with the 76ers last year, was on the French national team on last year. Outstanding big to help them, give him some more rotation, right? Malik Beasley, right, is a guy they're considering signing, and if they were able to get him, look out for these Knicks team. Malik Beasley averaged over 16 points a game for the Pistons last year, shot 41% from three-point range. So look out if the Knicks get him. I think they're a threat without him, but if they get him, they're clearly the favorite in the East. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are number 2 for me, right? They were the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference all year last year, got knocked out in the second round of the playoffs. Donovan Mitchell is becoming the new James Harden. Has a great regular season and they fall apart in the playoffs, right? Donovan Mitchell had number 1 seed with Utah, couldn't get past the second round. Number 1 seed with Cleveland, couldn't get past the second round. I think Evan Mobley is going to have to be that guy for Cleveland that takes another step in this game, right? 7 feet tall, great athlete, can run the floor like a deer, great shot block on the defensive end. He's improved his shooting, right? I think he has the potential to be a superstar in this league. The Cavs also went out and got Lonzo Ball, right? He's a guy that's going to be able to help them coming off the bench. When he's healthy, he's an elite defender, great ball handler. He's improved his shooting as well, right? So look out for this Cavs team. I have the number 2 going into the season. In the Western Conference, I got 4 teams that I think are contenders, right? Let's start with the OKC Thunder. They're defending champs, right? You got SGA MVP. You got Jalen Williams, who I think is a rising superstar in this league. He's the guy that gives you like 5 to 10 extra possessions because of the steals and the blocks that he gives you on the defensive end. Chet Holmgren, the same way, right? He's another guy that gets you the blocks, the steals, that's going to give your team extra possessions. That young big three for OKC is going to be around for quite some time, right? We can argue all day long. Did they overpay Chet? Did they overpay Jalen? But they're going to be a threat for a long time in the NBA, right? And number two, let's move over to the Houston Rockets. This team is loaded with guys that can defend. When you look at Amon Thompson, and his offensive game is improving at that, right? Then when you look at Tari Eason, right? Another guy that can defend. And then you got Alperen Sengun, who's a solid rebounder and defender as well. Got a great low post game. You got Fred VanVleet, who's a veteran player. And now you add Kevin Durant. Durant and VanVleet together, two guys that can shoot the basketball, right? Guys that can finish games. So watch out for this Houston team. And Ime Udoka, I think, is one of the more underrated coaches in the NBA as well. Number three is the Denver Nuggets. The same thing as I mentioned about the Knicks, same thing with the Nuggets. Great starting five, didn't have a bench last year, right? So they went out and got some guys. They went out and got Bruce Brown back, who helped them win a title a few years ago as well. So I thought that was a great acquisition, right? To add to their roster. So you got Nikola Jokic, of course, one of the best players in the league as well, if not the best player in the league. So you got a guy there that's going to be able to give you a triple doubles almost night in and night out. So I had the Nuggets at the number 3 spot. And then number 4, the LA Lakers. I think adding DeAndre Jordan was a quiet addition, but a really good addition. If LeBron James is healthy, if Luka Doncic is healthy, and they add a guy that can control the paint, defend, rebound, get lobs, look out for this Lakers team as well. I thought that was quietly a very good acquisition. Even though he have a great couple of years with Portland, I think he might be the right fit for this Lakers team. 3 teams I think are on the rise in the WNBA. In the NBA this year, right? Let's start with the San Antonio Spurs. Victor Wembanyama coming back healthy. Stephon Castle was a rookie of the year last year, right? He's a guy that's going to be a great two-way player in the NBA for a long time. Elite defender, great ball handler at 6'7". His offensive game is on the rise. Then you get a full year with De'Aaron Fox. You get Dylan Harper, who I think is going to be a star in this league, Ryan Harper's son as well, right? So watch out for the Spurs team. They are a team on the rise. The Atlanta Hawks, I think, on the rise, right? Getting Kristaps Porzingis. Only played 45 games for the Celtics last year, but he can shoot the rock. He's 7'3". He can block shots, rebound, good defender. Great addition for the Hawks if he's healthy. You're getting Jalen Johnson back, who I think is an all-star, right? Trae Young, of course, can shoot it from anywhere on the court. So this Atlanta Hawks team is definitely a team on the rise. Dyson Daniels, which on the surface right now looks like a bad trade for the Pelicans, but that's another story. Great addition for the Atlanta Hawks. Orlando Magic, another team on the rise. Getting Desmond Bane, another guy that can just come off and just shoot the basketball right from anywhere on the floor. He's going to get you anywhere between 17 to 22 points a game, right? And then you add Paolo Banchero and, of course, Franz Wagner. They quietly got themselves a big 3, and they got a deep bench as well, right? So watch out for the Orlando Magic. Let's close out with some women's college volleyball, right? Nebraska preseason number 1. They played 2 matches already, and they definitely look like the number 1 team in women's college volleyball. They opened up with number 3 Pitt on Friday night and dominated them, beat them 3-1. Then he came back last night against 6th-ranked Stanford, who I thought was a sleeper, and they beat them 3-0, swept them, right? So this Nebraska women's college volleyball team looks dominant, and they're the clear favorite to win the title this year come December, and the finals will be in Louisville, Kentucky. So watch out for Nebraska. All right, I'm going to wrap up this clip, everyone. Y'all have an amazing rest of the week. Be blessed and be successful, everyone. Have a good one.